Hello everyone. Myself Raghav Jagga, a fifth year law student from University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, pursuing BCom LLB in taxation laws. Nowadays I am a legal intern with Lexigent Company. So today for our topic is what is the concept of disablement under SS Code 2020, which is a Social Security Code 2020. So let's discuss this concept in a brief. So section 2 clause 28 of the SS Code 2020 talks about the employment injury, which means a person injured to be an employee caused by the accident or occupational disease, as the case may be, arising out of the course of his employment. Okay, so let us discuss the concept of disablement. Okay, so disablement basically means a loss of the capacity of the work or to move, the resulting to reduce the earning which he is not able to earn such an amount due to his disablement. If it may be a permanent, it may be of temporary permanent, it is of total disablement. Okay, let's discuss these three concepts step by step. So section 2 clause 55 of the SS Code 2020 talks about the permanent partial disablement, which means when the disablement is of a permanent nature, so such disablement or as reduce the earning capacity of an employee in every employment which he is able to undertaking at the time of the accident, resulting in the disablement. So it further provided that every injury specified in the part 2 of the 4th schedule shall be deemed to be result in the permanent partial disablement. Okay, so let's discuss another one. Section 2 clause 83 of the SS Code talks about the temporary disablement, which means the condition resulting from an employment injury which required a medical treatment and rendered an employee as a result of such injury. So temporary implement of doing a work which was doing prior at the time of this injury. So in this case, the temporary disablement result in reducing the earning capacity in the respect of only that the employment in which is engaged in the time of the accident only. Okay, this means the workman earning capacity in relations to the employment is not affected. Okay, so let's discuss this concept with some case laws. So first case is General Manager GRD Bombay versus Shankar. So in this case, a railway servant working in a A1 post lost a one eye and two teeth as a result of the collision between the two engines. Okay, he was decided by the medical officer as unfit for the A1 job and B job, but fit for the C2 jobs because of his deficient visions. So in this case, the class C2 of job was offered by him by the railway administration, but he refused the officer offer and claimed a compensation on the basis of a total disablement. Okay, it was held that the employee was entitled to compensate not on the basis of the total but for a partial disablement. So in this case, their appeal only reduced in the earning capacity as the alternative employment was offered to an employee by the employee himself. So let's discuss the another case law, which is a Pratap Narayana versus Srivastava. So in this case, a captain suffering an injury in the course of his employment with resulting into an amputation of his left hand above elbow. Okay, so he was evicted unfit for the work of an captain as a work of the to his hand. So it was held that it is a total disablement. So the definition of the total disablement seeks of the incapacity of the work and not a incapacity of the work. Incapacity for all working result in the 100% loss of the earning capacity. So this act is concerned with the physical injury. It is concerned only with an effect of such injury caused thereby on the earning capacity of the affected employment. So in this case, the employee should be considered as an total disablement. Total disablement. So I hope you have understood each and every concept. If you have any doubt, please feel free to comment in the comment box. So thank you so much.